Students, today I am starting leaf. In which chapter it is? It is in plants form and function. Now, what is leaf? Leaf is actually thin flattened green part of plant. It is responsible for photosynthesis. It is attached with stem. Why it is called kitchen of the cell? Kitchen of the cell. Why leaf is called kitchen of the cell? You know very well that in kitchen, which function we are doing in the kitchen? What role we are playing in the kitchen? Synthesis of food, preparation of food, cooking of food. Like this, in plant, in its leaves, food synthesis occurs. In which form it is synthesized? In the form of glucose it is synthesized, and it is stored in its different body parts which we are eating as vegetables, as fruits. That's why it is called kitchen of the cell. Kitchen of the plant, not cell, kitchen of the cell. And in cell also, since photosynthesis occurs in its chlorophyll, that's why it is called kitchen of the cell. Okay, that means in leaf chlorophyll is present, and in its chlorophyll food synthesis occurs. That's why chlorophyll or leaves are called kitchen of the cell. Now you will see what is the structure of leaf. After that you will see what is the function of leaf and the modification of leaf. First, you will see here the structure of leaf. When you will see structure of leaf, you will find such type of structure. This is the structure of leaf. The branch from where leaf is attached, it contains leaf-like structure. It is called stipule. The stalk of leaf is called petiole. You can see here margin. This one is margin. The expanded part is called lamina. Here you can see conical part, and this one is called apex. When you will see the lamina, here darkened structure you will find. What is the name of this darkened structure? This is called midrib. And after that you will see large number of such type of structures emerging out from the midrib. These structures are called vein, and from the vein you will find some more structures coming out, and these are called veinlet. This is the structure of leaf. Apex, lamina, expanded part is lamina, boundary is margin, darkened structure is midrib. From the midrib, large number of veins emerges out, and from the vein, large number of veinlet emerges out. What is this darkened structure? This one, midrib, vein or veinlet, is actually pipe-like channel. It is actually vascular bundle through which leaves get water, and synthesized food is also sent to different parts through this pipe-like structure or vascular bundle, which you can see here in the edge darkened structure, which is called midrib or vein and veinlet. Leaf, you have seen right now what is the structure of leaves. In its lamina part, you find darkened structure which is called midrib, veins and veinlets. Actually, veins and veinlets are arranged differently in different parts, different plants. Arrangement of vein and veinlet. Arrangement of vein and veinlets in leaf are called venation. That means arrangement of vein and veinlet in leaves are called venation. Venation can broadly be divided in two parts on the basis of its different arrangement of vein and veinlets. It is parallel venation and second one is reticulate venation. Reticulate venation. What is the difference between these two? Actually, difference in its arrangement. When you will see parallel venation, you will find such type of structure. Look at here. Suppose that this is a leaf. Suppose that this is a leaf where you will see arrangement of veins and veinlets. You will find all the veins and veinlets are arranged parallelly. Such type of arrangement is present in any leaf. It is called parallel venation. In which type of plants these are found? Actually, these are found in all types of all monocots like maize, wheat, rice, etc. Now come to the reticulate venation. When you will see reticulate venation, you will find such type of arrangement of veins. You can easily observe these structures are not parallelly arranged. It is arranged in reticulate manner. That's why such type of venation is called reticulate venation. Reticulate venation are found in all dicot leaves. In all dicot leaves, such type of venation is found. Which plants, in which type of, plants are called dicot? Actually, where seed is dicotyledon like gram, peach, etc. Come to the third topic of leaf. That means function of leaf. Leaves perform following functions. First one, photosynthesis. Second one, gaseous exchange. Third one, transpiration. These functions are performed by leaves. First one, photosynthesis. Second one, gaseous exchange. And third one, transpiration. Now, we will discuss one by one. First, we will come to the photosynthesis. Why its name is given photo? Since light is used in the synthesis of food, that's why it is called photosynthesis. How and where plants synthesize their food? Actually, in leaves, chlorophyll is present. This chlorophyll is actually kitchen of the leaf or kitchen of the plant where photosynthesis occurs. That means photosynthesis occurs in its kitchen. Its kitchen name is chlorophyll. Food synthesis occur. In which form food is synthesized? Actually, food is synthesized in glucose form. And just after its formation, it is transported to its different parts. In which form? Its transportation occurs not in the form of glucose. Just after its formation, it is transformed into starch, and in the form of starch, it is transported to its different part, and it is stored also in its different part, so that we can use it as vegetables, as foods, etc. Now, by which material food is synthesized? Actually, raw materials which are required for photosynthesis are first one carbon dioxide, second one water, and third one solar energy. These three raw materials are required for photosynthesis, and when these three raw materials are available during solar day, it is chlorophyll. It synthesizes its food in which form? In the form of glucose. Now, come to the second function of leaf. Second function is gaseous exchange. Gaseous exchange means oxygen is taken in and carbon dioxide is given out during respiration. Whereas reverse process occur during photosynthesis. What happened in photosynthesis? Also gaseous exchange. But in photosynthesis, carbon dioxide is taken in and oxygen is given out. But either it may be respiration process, or it may be photosynthesis process. In both the process, gaseous exchange occurs through stomata. Gaseous exchange occurs through stomata. Stomata is a minute pore present on the surface of leaf. If leaf is monocot, these stomata are present in both the surface, in ventral as well as in dorsal. But if it is dicot plant, this stomata is present only and only in its dorsal surface. Now, and through this pore, gaseous exchange occurs during photosynthesis as well as respiration. Now, come to its third function. Third function is transpiration. What do you mean by transpiration? Actually, excessive water of body is expelled out as water vapor. Not in the form of water. It is in the form of water vapor. That means in transpiration process, what happened? Excessive water of body is expelled out as water vapor. This process is called transpiration. In transpiration process, like our body, excessive water is we are expelling in which form? In the form of water. But in plant body, no excretory system is given. Excretion of excessive water always occur through the stomata as water vapor, and the process is called transpiration. Now we will proceed in next session. Thank you, girls.